Hey guys, so I just want to talk about this topic. I thought about it yesterday, and I said, really, everything comes in usually fives or tens, you know? And it's true with these type of videos. Now, I just want to talk about 5 things that make the Philippines a great place to live. Now, I know you guys already have some off the top of your head, but we're going to start from the jump, and we're going to start with the most important first, okay? The thing that brings you to the Philippines the most is the woman, of course, the woman. Now, you guys already know Filipinos, they're all, not all of them, but most of them are love doctors. You know, they understand how to treat a man. And a lot of times guys come here and get what they're missing. In the States, could be in UK, could be Australia. But not only get what they're missing, even a lot of guys come here and get what they never had, okay? And the reason why you can get what you've never had, and what I mean by that is, like, a lot of times there's guys that are not really desirable where they're from, you know? But in the Philippines, there's always a woman for you. There's always a woman that will see you and won't judge. There's always a woman that would actually do everything you need her to do as far as catering to you. And even guys for sex. A lot of guys come here just for the sex. It's so many different ways you can spend that. But still, all in all, Filipinas, they have special gifts. Especially I love my Filipina. I have my own, but you guys already know how it is. A lot of you guys are in relationships, long distance relationships with Filipinas now. But that's why guys are coming. A lot of you guys can't wait to come to see your own Filipino. So, woman is definitely number one. That's the number one thing. That's been the case, especially in the U.S. for so long, you know. But most of the people that are from the U.S. that are marrying and that are bringing women over, like, Philippines is top, okay? That's the number one woman that's being brought from other countries. It's in the Philippines. So, Philippines has been top for the woman as far as coming to the U.S. for, you know, many, many years. And I'll look and see if I can do some statistics on it, find some statistics. But it's just a fact, guys. The woman is number one. All right, guys. Now, number 2. And you guys have recently seen, and I can't wait to do my budget video because you guys are gonna truly see the savings. The savings. Now, since I've been in the Philippines, the savings have been crazy. And what I mean by that is, like, right now, right, I went from 18,900 pesos to, in the province, 6,000 pesos, night and day. Okay, the amount of money you're paying on all of your bills is gonna be so inexpensive. Like, for instance, you know, you can live out in the Philippines literally under $1,000. Okay, now with 1,000, you can travel all over. You can travel the whole Philippines, and that's a great budget to have. But even less than that, you can be on even the $800 budget and live in the Philippines. The savings you're going to have is going to be so great that's why I said anyone can live in the Philippines. You know, I said it before, and I'll say it again. You know, if you have a little bit of know-how and you work a simple job, you can even work a job making $8 an hour. Anybody will hire you for that online. Just helping someone out with some kind of customer service work. And you can be out here in the Philippines and live like a king. You can be here and this here is a cheap island resort, you know. The food here, for instance, and I'll show you guys the menu in the video. The food here, like, for instance, I'm looking at the menu, you know, I'm seeing chop suey for like 140 pesos, and it's funny because some restaurants you'll be at and it's gonna be a lot more. But for the most part, the food, the living, everything is going to be inexpensive. And I hate to say it, but it's true, even the woman, you know. Usually it's cheaper to keep her. Like, for instance, for me to have my wife, Kay, right? Kay goes and she shops at Tai Tai Changi, and for 1,000 pesos, I can buy her 5 outfits. You know, so 1,000 pesos is $20, 5 outfits. And I'll show you guys, I'll take a picture of her, of the outfits that she wears. And it's really nice outfits, guys. So, yeah, you can really do it up here in the Philippines. the savings as far as everything, even shopping.
Oh yeah, I like that one.
Yeah.
30 din to. Last price 100. Sige daw, 100. Yes!
You know, even when we buying clothes like this, guys, you would say, look at me and say, oh, it costs a lot of money. It doesn't. We wear nice shirts out here. This right here cost me 200 pesos, $4. Okay. Now in the U.S., I'll be paying for this same shirt $20, $15, $20. You know, even on discount in a discount store, maybe in Marshalls somewhere like that, still 10. You know, for 500 pesos out here, you're getting the top brands out here for 500 pesos. And the top brands is places like Jag, for instance. Jag is the top brand. You can get Jag for like a shirt like this. The top shirts for 500, but still you can still find the shirts for very inexpensive. Still, even with Jag, you can find it for 250, 300 pesos. So, yeah, the savings is gonna be great. This right here. This is one of the things that make it so good. Beaches. And I'm not saying the beaches like with the I. I'm saying the beaches, EA. Guys, you know, you come out here, be on the islands. Look here, I'm at a beach right now. Okay. And I moved out here, and that's what I love about the Philippines. You know, you can move and live by the beach. You know, I'm paying 6,000 pesos. It's actually, Philippines is a poor man's paradise, believe it or not. You know, don't think you need a ton of money. You know, and the crazy thing is, like, say if you're in the Philippines, right, and you can live like this and pay what, 150,000 will get you 10 years easy. 10 years easy in the Philippines, and be out here like this by the water. But there's so many different islands, guys. I think the Philippines, I'm not sure, I have to look it up, may have the most islands in the world, over 7,000. And you can see right here in the background, one here, there's one over there, and then there's one over there. And then there's one over there. Those are all separate islands, guys, and they all have different adventures on them. You know, I'm sure I can go on that island right there, right over there by the boat, and maybe have something there. I can do ATVs on that island. I can go to another island, and it's an island perfect for snorkeling. You know, maybe I can go on another island that's perfect for scuba diving. That's the Philippines. So many adventures, so many different things to do. You know, you can go on that island, maybe go mountain climbing. Like, there's a big mountain over there, guys. You can probably go mountain climbing on that island. You know, that's the Philippines. And as I'm looking right now, I'm looking at least 7 different islands right now. There's little small boats, a bangkat. You can go right to the island. And I'm sure I can find someone around the corner somewhere. They have them parked right over there. I'll show you guys later. Bangkats are parked right there. I'm sure I can go talk to them and find someone to take me out on the islands. You know, that's the Philippines. It's not convenient as far as you're gonna get the food, all the food that you have in the U.S. But yeah, McDonald's, all that stuff is here too. So that's number 6 actually, the convenience. But it's more convenient than you think. Actually, everywhere in the world now is being convenient, but still, the islands, that's what come. And I love it for that fact too. And now that I'm out here in the province, I'm definitely gonna explore my islands, you know. Now I can move around more freely. And just in this province alone, you know, there's probably like 100 to 500, if not more, different islands. In this island alone. It's like this, I'm in the main island, Calapan, but just around, there's so many different islands. That's why there's 7,000. There's just so many different islands around. And, you know, I'm over here about to eat my food, and I'm just feeling that wind from the water. You guys hear that water? I'm sure you can hear it. Just that feeling you get, you know. I love being in deep thought, and being by the water, it puts me in deep thought, you know. That's why I'm happy I'm out here. You know, I suggest it to anybody. You know, I can't wait for it to open so you guys can experience this as well. You guys hear that? Just listen to that water. Say if I go hop in the water, right? You hear that water, guys? Say I go hop in the water right now, and I go swim for like, you know, an hour. I go home sleeping like a baby, you know? It's like, that's what you're coming for. Not just the woman, not just for the savings. You're coming for this too. So why not get it all? About it here is freedom, okay? Freedom. Now, I'll tell you guys what I mean by the freedom. Right now I'm from New York, okay? I'm from New York, and it may not be the same for a lot of you guys, but in New York is a police state, okay? And ever since I was a young teen, 16 years old, I went through being stopped by police, unnecessary searches, really nothing you can do about it. You know, and you go through that in New York City. Since I've been in the Philippines, the cops don't even look at you funny, you know? And I'll be honest, of course, I did criminal activities in New York, but say in the Philippines, you can be involved in that same thing, and I'm sure they're not just run up on you unless they know you're doing it. You know, but in New York, it was just unnecessary stop and frisk, even in areas that I wasn't from. So that's how you know that's what they just did out there. Okay, you be in another area, say I was from Queens, I was known in Queens for certain things, or when I was in Long Island, I was known by police for certain things. But say if you're in Brooklyn, you're still facing the same thing. They just run up on you and stop and search, and stop and frisk unnecessarily. And you go through these things, especially when you're you get pulled over for no reason as well. So, and it doesn't just happen to black people as well. You know, I'm not one of those guys that say, oh man, black people go through it all. No. Even white people get stopped for no reason in New York. Crazy. That's just the city though. It's all about the dollar. It's like that here too in the Philippines with the cops. Because I was a Manila guy, so I can speak on it. But still, I've seen so many times, and Kay can attest, to where I've seen drivers talk themselves out of tickets. Like they'll be dead wrong. They'll be speeding or something, or they'll be making an unnecessary turn they can't make. And they say, well, no. And they start complaining to the cop, and the cop will let them go. And I'm like, I'm shocked. I'm blown, and Kay knows what I'm talking about. I just get blown away every time. Like, man, that would never happen in New York, you know? And it will happen sometimes. Of course, sometimes you get a good cop, a decent cop that'll let you go. And, but a lot of times it doesn't happen. And I'm not saying they're trying to bash cops. I'm just stating the truth, guys. It's the freedom. Not only that, you know, the freedom this is freedom to me. Being free from the U.S., okay? In the U.S., it feels like a cage. And anybody from there knows what I mean. They know, you know? Being locked into that 9-to-5 lifestyle, that's slavery. Being out here, I'm still doing the same thing I was doing in the U.S. I still work online, but I'm still free. You understand? I still can do this every day of the week, guys. So you guys are gonna start seeing me every day of the week. I'm gonna be by water. I'm gonna make it my goal to do that, so you guys can see that. Because I really want to show you guys the freedom. It was hard to show that when I was in Manila, you know. Now I can show that freedom more, and the freedom of the people out here. You know, you see people out here. Look, they're just by the water all the time, you know. And most kids out here are like fish. You know, they're like fish, and this is freedom to me. This is freedom to me. I've never ever experienced this. So when I met Kay, when I talked with Kay, and then the months went by, and we got closer and closer, and I got to know him more and more. I didn't research the island, guys. I just came here, but when I got here, I realized it hit me like a ton of bricks, and I said, I'm free. Like once I started seeing the water, and I started getting around, and I started going by the water and going by the beaches, and I realized how close I was to the beaches, and I said, man, not even just the beaches, the way the people are, you know? Poor, rich, or whatever it is, they're just happy. And they really want to know how you're doing. It's freedom. It's the freeness of the people. And the freeness of being by the water, guys, it really has an effect on you. It's a healing effect. A feeling of being in the heat. Being around no more snow. It's a great effect. And it's a great effect on your mental as well. You know? Extremely great effect. It's very healing. And I'm sure there's studies out there, guys. I still haven't done a study on it. I need to do the study on that, but because I'll definitely talk about it and make a video on it. You know, I should have done it already. But guys, it's healing. It's a healing effect. Like I'll tell you what I mean. Right? When I was out here, I've been out here for years now, right? Now, instantly I felt the difference. Now, when I was in the cold, I would feel all of my ailments I had from my sports injuries, right? That's all gone now. I don't really feel that anymore. Now, it's because of being in the heat. When I was in the cold all the time, you know, I would always feel the aches and pains. But being out here, guys, No more aches and pains. Now the funny thing, I realized it when I went back to the States, right? I went back to the States to visit my son. And the feeling I felt, those aches and pains came back. And it's crazy, it wasn't even cold yet. It was fall, it wasn't winter. But just in the fall, guys, I felt weird. Like I had like an itchy feeling, it was weird. I felt like I was breaking out in hives. Seriously, guys, just from being in the fall weather. I'm used to being in the heat now. I've been in the heat for what, 6 years straight. So going back to the cold, it was like, I felt weird, you know? I felt like I was breaking out in hives. And that's because I was away from the heat. So for me, guys, I don't know, that's freedom. Being by the heat all the time is freedom to me. You know, not having to worry about, not worrying about, you know, someone stopping you and frisking you and searching you and say if you, and it changed now in New York, but I remember before, back in the day I would smoke weed. You get caught with a bag of weed and you're going to central bookings and you're going to jail, you know. It's crazy, but, and still, of course, there's no weed smoking here. I don't smoke weed anyway, but, you know, just knowing that cops are not going to stop you and frisk you and search you, because it's never happened to me in the Philippines. It's a good thing. It's freedom. And that all comes along, all of those things wrap up into one, okay? Now, when you have the woman you want, the savings you want, the beaches, and the freedom, number 5 is peace. Of course, and I, as you can see, I set the video up like that on purpose because it makes sense. It all leads to peace, okay? That's gonna be the thing you're gonna, that's what makes the Philippines a great place to live. The peace, okay? The peace you get. I'm at peace, guys. You guys can see it on my face in the videos. I'm sure you can. You guys have said it like thousands of times. Because I've almost made 1,000 videos. But from all of you guys that commented, I probably literally had 1,000 of you guys, or at least heard 1,000 times where you guys said, hey, Jay, you look at peace. I mean, look where I'm at. Look where I'm vlogging at right now, guys. And I'm going to be at more peace now that I'm here in the province. This is my everyday life now. Okay, every day I can come, enjoy some food, guys. I'm looking at the menu right now. I'll show you guys too. And the menu they have here, they have all of the Filipino dishes in this place, and more. And just see, look, this view, guys. As you guys seen, I showed it already. But just looking at the things I'm looking at right now, right? The skies. You see it all behind me, guys? But over here, what I'm looking at, like I'm looking at the clouds. Look at over there, guys. That's what I'm seeing in front of me. Look at the clouds. I'm seeing people. Look, they throwing their friend in the water, right? I'm looking at the other kids over there playing. I'm looking at the rocks. I'm looking at the islands. Look over there, guys. The islands over there, right? That's like I want to go. Actually, I want to explore the island right there. That's gonna be what I'm gonna do next. I'm gonna get somebody to take me to these islands, and I'm gonna go on, like me and Kay gonna go on a rock climbing adventure. But Kay may not be able to go yet because we're gonna see, guys. I don't want to talk about it yet, but Kay may not be able to go. Food came, but yeah, the piece, guys. Here's the food right now. They have the bangus, small piece of bangus. So it's a good thing we got two. It's a good thing we got two. Yeah, it's big enough for both of us. What you see here, we're over here eating, and yeah, guys, the peace. It's like all of the stuff I said wrapped into one. Okay, when you have all of those things, you're gonna be at peace. Okay, and the relaxation, peace. Like after this, guys, I'm gonna walk along the beach here and just chill. Peace. Okay, I'm not swimming today. I can swim any day. Me and Kay can literally come swim any day of the week. So we're gonna start doing that. All right, and yeah, guys, this is it. This is what you guys are waiting for. This is what you guys can't wait to come experience. And I'm happy for you guys because the Philippines is opening soon. That's why I waited to talk about it again. I said it months ago. I say it all the time on live streams, but I'm saying it again. I'm talking about it again because it's close. is close to opening, and I'm happy for you guys. I'm happy for you guys. So when you get here, you guys will definitely want to make some choices right away, and I'm going to talk about those choices. I'm going to talk about those choices, and I'm going to talk about some timelines. Yeah, I'm going to give you guys some timelines. That'll be in my next video. The timelines of you coming to the Philippines. And it won't be just the timelines. It's not going to be what you think. It's not going to be talking about when it opens. It's going to talk about what you guys are going to do when you get here. So yeah, timelines. That's next. Yeah, guys. Thank you for watching this video. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. I got to get some ND filters, guys. Some ND filters is coming next. I should have bought the drone over here today because but guys, when we bought water, so like on a day like today, the sun is not too bright. I don't have ND filters. I could have flown the drone. I should have bought it, right, kid? I should have bought it because it would have been beautiful just to fly it over there so you guys can see those islands up close, you know, or even go in a boat and go over there and just fly it, you know. Guys, I got a lot more to do. Be sure to buy me a coffee at buymeacoffee.com/JTBF. Thank you. See you next video. Peace.